Good afternoon, everyone. This afternoon, we are going to shed some light on Dr. Edmund Gibbon's philosophy indicating how the nation collapses. He has actually highlighted 5 points, 5 reasons, 5 causations, which can actually make the nation fall, cause to nation fall precipitously. Any nation which has these 5 culpabilities, nation is vulnerable to collapse. Unfortunately, America and India both have these most of the culpabilities. And worst part is that these culpabilities are totally ignored very grossly. Both the nations don't try to even whisper about these culpability, let alone tackling them or hammering them out. India has been in all these 5 capability rising and getting deeper and deeper in the malaise as the time goes by. So is happening in America. America is also, instead of doing anything about it, allowing it and looking other direction, and these culpabilities grow. These two nations, according to Edward Gibbon, are on the verge of some kind of cataclysmic collapse. 5 points he has given, we are going to elaborate 1 point at a time. Point number 1 is losing social civility and adopting Orwellian culture. Social civility is gone. Violence, disorderly conduct of the people, population not adhering to the law or order. Crime rate has been rising astronomically, and the society has turned into Orwellian culture. George Orwell, he was an Indian writer, has actually narrated the society where civility will not be there, where rules and regulations, law and orders would not be functioning, and that society is going to turn into barbaric, Malthusian society or Byzantine society, totally Byzantine. That actually has been happening in these two nations. USA and India. Both are democracies, and that is why democracy is actually fueling this kind of unacceptable behavior among the masses. Point number 2 is economic woes that government ignores and allows aggregate and aggravate. Government allows these economic woes. India and America both are right now suffering from the economic problem. India has also $150 billion in national debt. America has only 28 trillion. Yeah, sarcastically, $28 trillion in debt. So now, both the nations are actually ignoring that thing to aggravate and to aggregate. 10 years from now, America would have about 40 to 45 trillion dollars in debt. India would have about 300 to 350 billion dollars in debt. At that time, both the nations would not be able to survive economically. Economical infrastructure would collapse precipitously, leaving both the nations in a malaise, in a tatters. Point number 3 is over reliance on outsourced workers. India doesn't fit in that definition, though India has also lots of people coming from other nations like Bangladesh and Myanmar and Tibet, not the Tibet, but Nepal and all those places, and work in all the hospitality industries. But it is not that bad to worry about it or mention it, or this is not considered to be one of the very cataclysmic woes for the nation. But America has been totally depending upon the foreign workers, outsourced workers. Millions of foreigners are coming every year, and millions of undocumented immigrants are coming from the Latin American nations, and America does not do anything about it. America has lost its control over the border, America has no clue what to do about that kind of thing, and according to Edward Gibbons, that is the surefire sign of national collapse. It is going to cause American economy to collapse precipitously if America is not going to do anything about that kind of undesirable and undeserving elements of migrants coming to America. Number four, overspending on military killing machines. Now, in that matter, India also fits to the definition. India also spends a huge amount of money on military machines. Now, India has no reason to spend lots of money on military, rather it should spend lots of money on the entitlement programs like education and healthcare and all that. Because India and Pakistan, both are adversaries, so are India and China. But all these three nations are nuclear states, nuclear nations, and that's why no nation is going to think about, even whisper about fighting with any other nation any kind of war. If China tries to fight the war with India or India tries, then both the nations will be annihilated, as American President Ronald Reagan said in 1985, that nuclear war is mad. M-A-D. That doesn't mean that insane, but he means mad means mutually assured destruction. MAD, mutually assured destruction. So if India China go to war, that both India will be devastated, or if Pakistan and India go to war, then both will be annihilated, totally wiped out from the face of this earth, because all three nations are nuclear, member of the nuclear club, member of the seven nuclear clubs, seven members nuclear club, and these are the members. So they are not going to, India doesn't have any reason to spend enormous amount of resources on military. Now, America last year spent $620 billion, more than seven nations put together, including Russia. Seven nations on one side, America alone on the other side in military spending. And that is actually driving American economy under lots of strain. Point number five is ubiquitous corruption and the political disequilibrium. Ubiquitous corruption fits to India's definition, where corruption is in every home, in every office, in every business, in every shop, in every kiosk. Wherever you go, where the professionals corrupt, where bureaucrats corrupt, politicians are corrupt, lawyers and judges are corrupt, teachers and the educators and educationists, they are all corrupt. Corruption has become the norm, not exception. It has become a norm in India. Every single person is actually chasing after corruption. People would like to work for the government for the reason of corruption. People would like to go into the police force. Now PSI gets only 15,000 a month. Why he should lay his life on line? But lots of corruption is there. 15,000 rupees is just a monthly salary, but they can have even 1 lakh to 2 lakh rupees in corruption. Judges are working for 50,000. Why only 50,000? Lawyers can make more than that, but there's lots of corruption. Huge amount of enormous, mammoth corruption is all ubiquitous, and that's one of the signs of the precipitous collapse of the nation. Fortunately, India has political equilibrium, but political disequilibrium is going on in America today, and it is the worst kind of scenario in political disequilibrium. So these are the 5 points which can actually lead the nation to its precipitous collapse. Thank you very much for listening. See you again next time. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet. Amen.